Ida, Allegra, thanks so much for being here. We really appreciate it. I know you're both feeling a little bit less than 100%.
Yeah.
All good. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
The show's got to go on. As a touring musician, you can't work from home one night if you're not feeling great, can you?
No,
Nope.
you cannot.
So touring is grueling. How do you protect your voice or protect your health when you're on the road?
I don't know. I think we're still figuring
I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
You kind of can't.
Yeah.
If you're not playing, you're talking to people. I guess and when you're in the van, try not to overextend yourself. Put your headphones on and chill out.
But it must be tough. You do a show, the audience is super pumped up at the end of the show. I doubt you go back to your hotel and go right to sleep. You can't. You're all amped up.
Yeah.
The adrenaline is crazy.
Yeah, it is for sure. We also like to, have some fun, so it doesn't really help with our sickness. But
Life is short. You gotta have fun.
that's what's up.
So, Ida, you mentioned that one of the things we asked you before we let the folks in here that you like about Portland, you like the bookstores and the toy stores.
Yes.
And you scored a couple of finds, you said. Toys or books or both?
Both. We like the thrift stores too, I will say. But the first time I ever came to Portland, I was with my childhood best friend. We were looking at schools for her. And we went to this toy store that's literally in that downtown area.
Yeah.
And I still have we got a bunch of wind up toys that were it's just super memorable to me.
So are you a collector or just...
Yeah, I collect a lot of knickknacks and things like that. I have a whole little shelf.
So let's get back to the band formed in 2015, right? So congratulations, 10 years together. I mean, it's such a tough business. So many bands just don't make it this long.
Yeah.
How did the band form? How did you guys get together?
We met in high school, and Ita had been playing music with another person, and that person couldn't make a show, so Ita asked me to fill in, and then we ended up just writing songs together, and then that was that.
And I read somewhere where you were hanging out in one of your rooms, you're 16 years old, and one of you said to the other, I can't wait till we're playing Coachella. So even back then, when you're 16, you already knew this was the life you wanted. Is it what you expected it to be?
Well, I don't know. I feel like we're kind of at a turning point, but everything kind of leading up to this, no, it's not what I expected because there's no money and you will be broke for a very long time.
I know your record label representative is here. When do artists start making money? Because that's something I hear over and over and over. I think those of us that aren't musicians think, God, they're all rich.
Yeah, I don't know yet. We'll
All right,
have
let
to
me know.
we'll have to keep you updated. Yeah.
You just got to bet on yourself a lot.
Yeah.
And I think we're grateful that we have people who've also bet on us too. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of sacrifice. And living in New York City isn't easy, so.
But the band is at a turning point, as you said. You're headlining this tour.
Yes.
I mean, that's a big deal. You've toured with other big names like Death Cab and Weezer and Modest Mouse. What little bits of wisdom did you pick up from any of those folks, if anything?
Ooh. Well, Isaac Brock from Modest Mouse told us one time to not. I don't want to say the words that he said.
Oh, come on.
He once told that he said you care too much about music, which I agree and I disagree with. But he basically told us to fill your time with other things, have other activities, have other hobbies. It can't just be music all the time, or else you'll drive yourself crazy, more or less.
And do you each have other hobbies other than toys and books?
No.
Toys.
Okay. So you took the advice.
Ita does.
Yeah, I guess. But I don't know. This is what I'd really like to do. It's where I like to put, I think it's both of us. We really just like to put our time into this. So it's cool to be able to now at this turning point, be able to kind of dive in as much as we've always wanted to.
Well, congratulations on your success. Congratulations on the tour. We
Thank
hope
you.
you feel better. And if you got it in you, we'll hear a couple more songs,
Yes.
hopefully.
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you.
Momma, everybody.